Sheep Church. Got something on my heart I want to talk to people about, and doesn't we're not singling anybody out with this. This is just something we feel dear to our heart. Um, we're living in a sad state of affairs in this world when you have mothers, daughters, fathers, sons, cousins, whoever you want to list, Christians against Christians, Christians against atheists, atheists against Christians. When you have them will do anything for a dollar bill or lie, cheat, steal from one another, hate each other, do anything just to get ahead in life. But no matter what, who it hurts or whatever, I know I used to be one of those acting characters on that end. And, you know, you'll never have anything in life until you can let go, forgive, and love every individual, no matter what they're going through, what they believe in. It doesn't matter if, if they've done you wrong in 10 years, you're still holding it against them. Or, you know, the God I believe in says, why are you worried about the speck in your brother's eye when you won't take the plank out of your own eye? Well, I got news for you. A lot of planks out there in people's eyes. When we go through society and you got people out here, you might go to a restaurant or a store or something somewhere out in public and you see a man beating the tar out of a woman, but I ain't getting, no, sir, I ain't getting involved with it. Now I'm getting involved. I want to take a cinder block and bust him upside the head and ask him what's wrong with him beating on God's precious good gift, a woman. And that goes vice versa. A woman ain't supposed to lay their hands on a man. But even if they do, you're supposed to be the bigger person. You're a lot more stronger. And, what is wrong with you? How were you raised? I was raised to, love women and cherish women and that they were special. Today's society has gone absolutely bat, you know what, crazy. Um, and I don't want any part of it. But I still got to let my yes be yes and my no be no and have some morals and love everybody, regardless of what they believe. If they ridicule me, run me down, or whatever, I still got to love them and I just got to move past it. And if you can do that, you'll find the most innerest peace you've ever had in your life. It'll be peace and peace abundantly. You won't know what to do with it. You'll have so much joy when you can take someone that's just did you so wrong in your life and you can just let it go and say, I still love you no matter what our past has been. We're going to move past that. And if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know because I really truly love you and I wish you and your family the best. When you get to that point in life, then you've conquered a lot. But when you can get to the point in life where you call yourself a Christian, a organized, really, these organized churches, where the pastor's sitting up there in a special chair and just took the offering and just did a little 15-minute sermon with one verse out of the Bible, but then he walks off stage and he pats his secretary and they're back there fooling around and, his wife's done took the kids home. Yeah, I don't want no part of that organized religion. I don't want any part of it. Somebody needs to go back there and jank his chain and maybe slap some sense into him. I hate to say that, but he's made God out of a big business. We're not trying to steal from God. If you serve the same God I do, he says, love everybody and pray for your enemies and wish them the best. But just like I said, get the little plank out of your eye and don't worry about that little speck in your brother's eye and forgive everybody and move past it. This is getting to be so ridiculous when you got so many people in this world that they'll do anything for a dollar to get ahead. You know what? Money will not make you happy. It might give you some temporary gratification, but when it's said and gone, the depression will still kick in, the loneliness will kick in, the unforgiving will kick in, the hatred will kick in. Everything you do in life will be ridiculed, run down, no matter what. If you don't serve a good God, whoever your God might be, mine tells me to love everybody, including my non-believers, my believers, everybody, get along with everybody, pray for each other. If you can help them, help them. If you got $1, give them 50 cents of it. Don't worry about, well, you never paid me back that 50 cents from 10 years ago. Are you is that all you got? Is that all life's about? That you just worry? What if you went home tonight and you had $50 billion and you didn't wake up this morning? Your $50 billion, somebody else gonna spend it real quick and then they're gonna die. So you're not promised tomorrow. So get off your little high horse and your titled job or whatever you think in life. And I'm not saying this to belittle anybody. I'm saying I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of people judging others when you're not worthy enough to judge anybody. You're not even worthy enough to judge your own self. So with that being said, do your best each and every day that you get up to serve him, whoever that might be, and serve him to the best of your ability. You know, if you're a cashier at the store, be the best cashier. I tell people all that. If you're a carpenter, painter, be the best carpenter and painter you can possibly be. And treat people the way you want to be treated. And don't walk in the other room and talk about them and run them down for what they did to you 10 years ago or 15 years ago, and you just can't forgive them. Oh, no matter what, you just don't know what that person did to my life. Well, you know what? If they take my life, I'm going to still love them. And I'm going to pray for them. And the God I serve says that as long as I do that, I'll have what I need, pressed down, shaken together, running over. And so that means I ain't got to worry about the little, if I get ahead of somebody in life and get the better job and the better car and the better this, I'm going to have exactly what God gives me. I'll have the exact wife that God gives me. I'll have the children that I already have. And I love them all. Grandchildren too. I love all people, no matter what I do. Used to not be that way. I was a bad guy. But people change. And people have forgiving hearts. And once they do, their life seems to be a smooth path. Is there bumps in the road? Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of bumps. It might be a lot of heartache and a lot of suffering and a lot of getting down in the trenches and digging deep and finding out what your inner soul is like. And if you do that, I think you'll be shocked at what you find. I know I was. I was more shocked at what I found in myself and who I thought I was. Because I wasn't nothing but just a piece of trash that was floating around the street. Until I found that empty spot and filled it in my heart with joy, love, and happiness for all people, I never had life. That was the day I gained life, and I gained it eternally. And I just had to speak this today because I see some Christians and non-believers, Christians, whatever, that ride right by you and wouldn't throw a cup of water on you if you were on fire burning. Now, I find that troublesome. I find it really troublesome because I have non-believer friends that I love with all my heart and soul. And I have some Christian believing friends here that I love with all my heart and soul. And I'm going to love both of them. And I don't care what they do to me, how they harm me. If they run me down and kick me when I'm down in the trenches, I'm going to get back out the trenches and I'm going to say, I forgive you. I love you. Let's move past it. And that's the way I'm going to choose to live my life. I live a very simple life. Y'all know that. I live in a little cabin. I don't bother nobody. I stay on top of the hill. And I have a non-believer that's a real good friend of mine. We talk all the time. And then I got a believer that I work with now that I love dearly. So, I got to get ready to go in here to work, but it was just something on my heart that I needed to express. And I just want you to truly tell y'all we love you. All 2001 subscribers that we have. We love you because we're not going to judge you, and we all fall short, and we put our pants legs on the same way. I do mine one at a time. I know occasionally we get this guy that can put three legs in one side. You know what I mean? He's that elite. He's at the front row of the church and claiming to be holier than thou, but then walk out and cheat on his wife with the secretary of the church. So I don't want no part of that kind of religion. That's not what I want. So, with that being said, guys, Shepherd Sheep Church really loves you, and Roxy and Sammy love you, and we're gonna always come to you with a pure heart and tell you when we fall short, and just tell you what we feel we got to do about it to change it. Um, but God bless you guys, and I hope you have a great Thursday. And tomorrow's Friday, coming into the weekend, and just know that we love you here, and we'll see you soon.